Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Colin, I was Apathy, and I am back with another episode of Chrono Cross. Now, before we even jump into anything at all, I got a lot of feedback on my last video. I went to Reddit to post, and I got feedback on there. Even though it was kind of out of my way, but I went back to actually check on the feedback. Is I knew I wasn't getting as much as I thought I would when people said they were going to watch it on the video. So I was like, maybe they were posting on Reddit. So I went on Reddit and I looked and it was there. I got a lot of good criticism, and I got a lot of good advice for the game and how to play. Nothing too revealing, nothing too, spoil the actual story or any of the game for me. Maybe one thing, but it wasn't that major. I, kind of expected it since this is a sequel to the first game. I also got some tips from a close friend of mine that played the game. And I got some tips on, basically how I do the videos and how I play the game. Not too much critiquing what I was doing the first time, but it helped. Now, one thing I want to address before we even get into anything, one person showed, I guess you could say, disapproval with me voicing the dialogue and commentating that part. I had another person that actually didn't mind it at all. I did take both of you guys' feedback into account for this, just because I feel more comfortable voicing the characters. Not only for me, but for also viewers that might come on, later down the path and that are lazy. Because if you're watching a video, you don't really want to read. You want to watch. You want to hear. You're not there to actually read. If you wanted to read, you would, actually see pictures and not just, video is cohesive. It's hearing and, video. It's not just one picture. But yeah. So, that's one thing that's going to stay the same because I enjoy it altogether. Now, I want to give a little disclaimer, kind of, just putting out there that videos are going to be longer due to the fact that I got a tip that, you should actually go around, press X on basically everything. So yeah, there's actually one tip they gave me was, there's a guy in this village named Radius, which actually gives us kind of a tutorial on the battle system. Well, now, you're an Arni. What brings you here to this quiet seaside village? Oh, it's you, Serge. Just don't be going near Hydra marshes to the east if you go outside. Don't want you to run into those evil dwarves in that Hydra now. Alright. So that's not the guy. I'm guessing he's going to be in one of these huts. I don't know for sure, but like I said, press X on everything. Let's see this guy. He's looking at a girl. Let's see what he's doing. Don't know how to pronounce any of those words. Hamana, I guess. Sure is pretty. What a knockout that dancer Mika is. The poor town of Termina has its share of dances, but no one compares to Mika. But mind you, I've never actually seen Mika dance. Oh, how I would love to see them jiggly, talking about her arms, of course. Whoa, Sarge, don't tell Grandma about this. Okay. Alright. No answer, it's just a barrel. Well, thank you, game. What's up this way? Bedroom. Go up, no. Pressing X on everything. Ooh, ivory helmet. Also another tip one of my friends gave me, well, only one friend, I guess. He told me to always keep my, armor and items up to date. Always, in grinding's a necessity in this game, so I'm not going to do much grinding on screen unless it actually applies to the game and applies to the story, of course. But I'll do some. But most of the grinding it's going to be off screen when I'm busy or whatnot. What else did I want to say? I was waiting. Well, I wasn't waiting. I was trying to fix my audio before I started recording because it messed up for some reason. I don't know why. I was just sitting here listening to the music as I waited in game, and just the music of just the village is soothing and well composed. And I think that's something I'm gonna really enjoy. Oh, hi Sarge. I was lost in my thoughts there. You know, Kiki's growing up so quickly. Sometimes I'm just amazed at how much she resembles her mother. Yeah, I guess my wife is like that too. She's been very much like her mother since as long as I can remember. I guess that demonstrates how life continues to live on through generations. It's been about 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. I guess you could say everything here represents 10 years of life. Lion sharks, sawfish, six-horned narwhals, you name it. They represent all my hard work and dedication. I love my job, and I'm happy. I'm happy with my current lifestyle and all, but lately I get to thinking when I see Kiki about how I could have had a different future if I had chosen a different path 10 years ago. Then I'd be living in a completely different life than I am now. I'm not saying which one would have been better, but I just wonder where the other path may have led me. I guess the longer you live, the more you wonder about another you that might have been. Boy, life sure is complex. Oh, hey Sarge, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet. I made from a lion shark tooth 10 years ago when I decided to become a fisherman. I don't need it anymore. I have my wife and Kiki watching over me. Got the shark tooth. That's cool. So we met a fisherman, not the guy we're looking for, but still cool. Let's equip that. Can we? No, we can't. So I guess it's just an item, like a treasure, I guess you can say. Nothing actually important to our survival, I suppose. Let's talk to this girl. Also, another thing besides looking for this guy, I got advice to literally talk to everyone, because there's, from what I remember he said last night, because I haven't checked it since, you can get people to join your party, and it's like endless amount of people, kind of. Like there's 40 different characters, I think, which is kind of, I guess, a little bit, to me, it seems a little oversaturated, but it might be interesting. So let's talk to this girl looking at some flowers. Do you know about Lizard Rock southwest of the village? I've heard that a mother Komodo dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids. Isn't my Celine cute? I think that's Celine. Daddy found her by Lizard Rock. A lot of baby Komodo dragons play out there. I guess it's kind of like their hangout. You know what, Sargy? Don't tell anyone that I'm about to tell you, okay? It's a secret. Lolo said he was going to get me some Komodo dragon scales. What should I do? Let's talk to this guy. At least I think it's guy. Hello there, Sarge. Word has it that Komodo dragon scales are quite popular among the youngins these days. So you're collecting them too, huh? What, to make a silly little necklace? Well said, Sarge. You truly are a man of the sea. They don't call me the Komodo dragon expert for nothing. Let me give you some pointers. Clean out your ears and listen well, Sarge. This is truly top secret. My super duper secret number 1. Rock and roll to trap the sucker. Super duper secret number 2. Use the lay of the land and make a surprise attack. My super duper secret number 3. There's always one that likes to play tag. Run with all your might. Beware, these dragons are mighty cautious and run at high speeds. You must face them with your wits, courage, and tenacity. You use your lightning start and run like the wind. Whip past it with all your might. I guess there's no point outrunning it. Anyhow, it's all about guts, my boy. So once you catch up to it, you must fight. Kick that little sucker's butt. But don't get your own butt kicked. Alright. That's about all I can teach you about the ways of an expert. Now go, Sarge. Go for your gold and bring forth a brighter tomorrow. Sorry. Very insightful, old man. Okay. Am I stuck? I'm stuck. This little girl... Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. It's kind of hard since I'm using D-pad. I'm not used to it when it comes to RPG games. So usually, I'm not trying to, classify every RPG game, but they have very, very bad setting dynamics and pixels. Sometimes I can get stuck on a random pixel that isn't even there. It's invisible. Oh yeah, we came this way. But let's see. There's an old lady. Let's talk to the old lady. Good morning, Sarge. Don't tell me you just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Lena's over there on the pier. Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. I said Lena this time. I meant Lena. Whatever. Alright. Let's go into... That's our house, I believe. We talked to these guys, I believe, last episode. Let's talk to this one. Hello, Sarge. Beautiful day today, isn't it? Sure feels great outside. Just being able to bask in the sun all day sure is a nice change. They say the rain cleanses one's spirit. But at our age, we've had enough cleansing. Okay. Alright, you can see at the top left screen right there, you see that hut in that window? I know that's our home and that someone moves in there, but actually having it like in the window, I guess you can say, is amazing for this game. And the reason why I say this is because this game's pretty old. It's from, PlayStation 1 era, which is like early 2000s, like late 90s, early 2000s. And just the fact that they put this much detail into this game when it's probably so, so hard. It's kind of 8-bit, not completely 8-bit graphics, but the amount of detail they put into it, I really appreciate, I guess you can say. Let's talk to this guy. Hi, Sarge. Ganji, know all and see all. I can tell you all you need to know about using key items. How about it? Tell me, Ganji. Good. I'd be happy to. Listen carefully now. When you want to give someone a key item, get within talking distance and press the square button. This will bring up the item menu. Then select the item you wish to give and confirm. If all goes well, the person should respond. It's the same procedure for when you want to use a key item at a specific location. Just select the item you wish to use. No need to worry about making mistakes. The item won't disappear if there's no response. Well, that's all. That's about it. Come to see me anytime you have any questions, boy. Alright, that's a little bit weird. I'm just gonna say. I think this guy's gonna teach us about combat. It kind of looks like Ryu from, is it Mortal Kombat? Or Street Fighters? I can't remember. The record of fate tells me not to go out to the sea today. That's why I'm here for the chief's lecture. Go against the record of fate and you'll regret it for sure. Days like this, it's best to take it easy. We should all live in harmony with fate. Okay, guess it's not that guy. Oh, it's Radius. Oh, Sarge, how goes it? How would you like to join everyone for my lecture? Today's lecture is the fundamentals of attack and the art of elements. Sure. Excellent. A true man you are. Well then, let's get on with it. Come on, Sarge, don't hold back. Attack, I guess? First, here's some basic advice on attacking, so listen up, youngin. You know that the 3 different attack levels, Weak 1, Strong 2, and Fierce 3, each have different accuracy or hit percent values, don't you? Every time you hit your opponent, each of these values increase to make it easier for your next attack to hit the mark. Good strategy is to start with weak blows, which have the highest chance of succeeding, and then build up to strong and fierce blows. So rather than attacking willy-nilly, you should aim to build up your hit percent. If your fierce attacks don't hit home, you're just wasting your energy. Okay. So... okay. Ho ho ho! You're not even close. Don't be trusting in your hit percent too much there, boy. As long as it's not 100%, you still run the risk of missing continuously, don't you? Sometimes it pays to muster up the courage to use strong and fierce attacks straight from the start too. Okay. Cool. Next, let's check out the use of elements. When you use an element, the color of that element's attribute remains on the battlefield in the form of the field effect. Each time you consecutively use the same colored elements, the effectiveness of that colored element group increases. Here, I'll show you. Let's fill up all the field effect attributes with the color blue. Try using a blue element after me. That's pretty cool. Hey there, hurry up and turn all the field effects attributes blue for crying out loud. Don't you know how to use some elements or something, youngin'? In that case, then listen up, boy, it takes some explaining. First, you've got to choose attack to do some physical damage to your opponent in order to get started. Week 1, strong and fierce. Attacks each add 1, 2, or 3 points to your element's power level. Your current level is a number that appears above the level symbol under your name, son. Oh, I nearly forgot to tell you. You won't accumulate any power unless you actually succeed in hitting your opponent, so be careful, you can't afford to miss. Discharging this accumulated power is what using elements is all about. Once you build up some power, you will be able to choose the element option from the battle menu. You select the element option, gray colored rectangular plates appear on the screen, don't they? Those plates are the elements you currently have allocated. So why don't you try using one of those blue elements you have there, boy? Relax, they won't disappear when you use them. You just won't be able to use them again for the rest of the battle. That's all. Once you enter another battle, you'll be able to use them again, so don't hold back now. But even though I say this, I still have to stress that you've got to consider an appropriate time to use elements. Otherwise, you'll never be able to beat some of the harder enemies you're bound to meet. You got to form the proper strategy, boy. Oh, but wait, I'm forgetting something important. There are some elements that disappear in a puff of smoke each time you use them. The element ×1 tablet is just one example. These are called consumable elements, and they have the symbol ×1 in front of their names. These don't regenerate after each battle. However, the benefit of such a consumable element is that you can allocate up to 5 of these in the same element grid space. Doing so allows you to use several of them in the same battle, unlike basic elements, which normally can only be used once in any one battle. That is why consumable elements also have a number such as ×5 after them. That's the number you currently hold in that grid position. The number will decrease so the elements are used up for good. However, after each battle you can restock more for use next time. Anyway, enough about that, more about actually using elements. I'm sure you'll notice that each time you use an element, your element power level as shown by the level number will go down. It's just simple subtraction really. For instance, saying you're currently at level 3 and you decided to use a ×1 tablet element allocated at level 1 in your elemental grid. In this case, 3 minus 1 leaves 2, so your current element level will now be changed to level 2. You can use elements anytime so long as your stamina value is above 1.0. So in this case, you'll still be able to use elements with a power level up to level 2 right after using the ×1 element. Did you get the gist of it, Sonny? Now do you see the importance of developing good battle tactics? You can build up a little power, then use an element. Build a little more power, then use another element. Repeating this over and over, that's okay. Or you can build your element power to its maximal level and unleash a barrage, I think it's barrage, or barge, I'm sorry, of elements, one after another. That's no problem either. Use whatever strategy you think will work to defeat each of the enemies you come across. It's up to you. There are hordes of monsters out there that you'll never be able to defeat by physical attacks alone. You're going to need master elements to get by, boy. Well, sorry for the long lecture there, Sonny. My explanation about elements is officially over. Why don't you try and use one now? Alright. That's really cool. Alright. See, the field is completely blue now. Any blue elements you use now will sure pack a punch. Here, try this out. Jesus. Was that too much for you? Sorry about that, youngin'. Conversely, when there's a lot of blue in the field effect attributes, the elements of the opponent's color red will be weakened. So try to discern your enemy's attack pattern and fill the field with the opposite color of his attacks as a form of defense. The strategy of using elements is sure to come in handy, so put it to good use, Sonny. Cool, you revived him. Good. Okay, I think I'm doing this hook right. How was that? You learned something there, boy. Anyway, I guess it's time to bring this lesson to an end. Here you go. Ha! Jesus Christ, he likes fucking me up. Pooped already, eh? And you're still so young. Oh well, don't let it get you down. Come again anytime, Sonny. Well, I think that was very interesting. I'm glad the actual guy that recommended that to me, I really appreciate that. It's kind of better than actually telling me, hey, telling me or trying to explain it to me over, comment or, Reddit post. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm gonna end episode here. I know we didn't really get too much done. I know I could have did this off screen, but I think sharing the experience is what Let's Plays are all about, and me sharing my experience, figuring out the battle system in this game is a really good experience. So hope you guys did enjoy. My name's Colin. It was Apathy. I'm signing out. See you guys later.